Hi, my name is Mark, and the last time I gave you an introduction into our strategy format. Today I would like to dive deeper into the very first of the 15 questions we ask within the format. The first question we're going to ask ourselves is, what is our purpose? It's something Simon Sinek calls your why. Why does your company exist? But more importantly, why should anyone care? This is often a question that is asked to the CEO. Why did you start your company? Some founders will have started with the why in mind. For others, it's developed as their business has been developing. Google, for example, simply started with a better search engine, but in time that led to a purpose: to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. If you want to determine your purpose as a group, you can look at it from multiple angles. First off, you can consider other companies you admire. Like for example, we want to be the Patagonia of headphones, or food delivery, or book publishing. You can also look at your purpose from a consumer's perspective. What would our customer miss if our company ceased to exist is a very good question to ask. You can also look at the goals your company is trying to achieve and derive a purpose from that. Option number 4, and in my opinion the best option, is to look at the benefits your product or service delivers for their customers. This starts with the question, what do we do? And to answer it for our company, it's very simple. We are basically a business-to-business telecom provider. And then again, ask the question, what is the benefit of that? Well, we help to facilitate a better relationship between our clients and their customers. So that is basically our purpose. We facilitate better relations between our clients and their customers. That is a proper purpose. You will often see that if you ask a group of 6 to 8 people what the purpose should be, a summary of their answers brings you about 80% there. And 80%, to be very honest, is good enough. With the purpose question answered, we move on to question number 2. And that question is, what are the core values of your organization? If your purpose is the why of how you operate, the core values are going to be the how. Core values tell you something about how you interact and behave in the organization, and this in turn tells you something about how you interact with the outside world. In founder-led organizations, you'll often find that the core values are very close to the core values of the founders. It might be difficult for people in the organization to see their own behavior, but it's very visible to outsiders. We once had a painter in the office who sent us a postcard after he was finished painting, which stated he had never worked for such an open, personal and supporting organization. These 3 core values, open, supportive and nowadays evolving, are still at the very core of our values today. So if you have trouble writing down these core values, a few outside voices of customers, partners, suppliers or maybe even family can really help. With the values question answered, we'll move on to question number 3. And that is, what are your priorities? We added this about a year ago and it really helps make decisions and set project priority. The best way to go about this is to ask a group of 6 to 8 people what they feel are the top priorities of the organization. This is also the place where you put one priority above the other. To give you an example, we take good care of ourselves goes above we take good care of our customers for our organization. The reasoning behind this is very simple. If we take good care of ourselves, we're more capable of taking care of our customers. It's almost a prerequisite to do so. Now these priorities are not digital, they are very gray. We often say that the 8 rule applies. If something is an 8, it's about good enough. The priorities also change over time. That said, they create a lot of clarity, which is the reason they're added to the strategy format. You now know what the purpose of your organization is, what the values are, and what the priorities for your organizations are. Next time we'll be talking about the SWOT analysis and why we ditched it in favor of the SWT method. I hope to see you next time. Cheers!